So the warrior class, so how is it? It's very hard to try and, because what we're trying to do, the warrior in the studio, is to try and create teamwork, you know, partner stuff, and obviously now that's quite hard to try and differentiate between the strength and the sweat classes you may have done this week. So I am trying to take elements of those two classes, but then give you that little bit of competition and that little bit of competitive element. So when we do some of the workouts today, you are going to go and record your score. So again, you need a piece of paper and a pen. Piece of paper and a pen. Or your phone. Okay, unfortunately, holding it up in here isn't going to work because you're going to be lacking oxygen up there and it's probably all going to disappear. So make sure you jolt it down. And then it's just, I am going to pair you up, okay? I am going to pair you up, okay, at a certain point, and then especially at the end, and you are going to work together. So I will say such and such with that person. Obviously, you can't talk to each other, so you're just going to have to work bloody hard for each other because it's going to be your total score, which is going to contribute towards winning that virtual prize, which I haven't quite decided what that's going to be. But let's get started. So let's start to warm up. So if anything, I always try and pay respect to the body, the joints. I don't know what you've been doing. Okay, last night, this morning, you may have been breakdancing. You may have just got up about 5 minutes ago. If that's the case, absolutely fine. But we're just going to try and mobilize and warm up our body. So we are going to focus on a few simple movements. Big joint circles. Our arms are going to go down by our side to begin with. We are going to pull our arms back behind us, pinch our shoulder blades, chin up to the ceiling, shrug up, roll forwards, roll your body down, and then slowly roll your body up. So all the way up, chin down, roll the body forwards, roll down, all the way back up again. Nice and smooth. Slowly down, slowly back up. Just feeling these shoulders really move. Keep going, guys. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it. Excellent. You're working each position for 1 minute. Just trying to get that nice, smooth motion through our spine, both in flexion and in extension. Two and one. We're now going to go into a lateral reach. So left arm goes across the belly button, right arm reaches over, and you try and displace your hip. Breathe out. Inhale, come into the center. Move across to the other side. Okay, just trying to really feel that you're reaching across. Don't just be passive. It's not, okay, arms just swinging. You're actually physically trying to reach as hard as you can. Extra point, you can add the robot in between. Okay. Give me your best robot dance. Reaching all the way over. JB, you don't really look dressed for this, I'll be honest.
I'm just being a voyeur.
Oh, there he is. The more they voyeur, there he is. Reaching across one side to the next. Keep going, another 20 seconds. That's it. Reaching across. Really reaching that bottom hand across your belly button as well. Good, get that nice reach. So it's really important that we open up our side body. That's really important. Okay, so we're now going to go into our arm circles. So just double check your surroundings. You're not going to knock, okay, your grandmother's favourite bars off the ledge or anything. So try and make sure you've got enough space. Palms are going to be forwards. Your arms are going to travel up. At the top, you're going to rotate your bicep to turn full forwards. You're going to keep turning your arms back until the backs of your hands are next to your thighs. Push your arms back behind you, rotate. Bring the arms all the way back to the front. You'll notice here that I've got my knees slightly bent, and that's just to stop me overextending through my lower spine. So big, strong reach. push back, rotate, all the way over. Really try and get that rotation. It's the rotation, okay, in the joint, which is really key in that aspect. Okay. Thinking if you're unsure what I talked about with my pelvis there, it's about that's your gut position. A lot of you, when you go here, are going to overextend into your left, trying to bring your pubic bone under and forwards. Good. That's it. Keep it going. Really spin the arms all the way back and then all the way back to the front. So you go all the way back to your hips and then you go behind you all the way back to the front. Good. Last 10 seconds. So just big joint circles in the shoulders. 2. And 1. We're now going to go scap circles. Your arms are going to be down by your sides. Make sure you can see me here. These big shoulder blades, you're going to pinch them together, shrug them up, push them forwards, pull them down. You're going to do 30 seconds in each direction. So you notice I'm moving slowly. I'm squeezing my fists as tight as I can. And imagine I just popped out the screen and tried to bend your elbow, I wouldn't be able to. So my arm is locked out. So it's just my shoulder blades, which is lifting, pinching, drawing down and pushing forward. So let's change the direction. You might get a few clicks and clonks. Again, this isn't just passive, okay? We're trying to get as much, okay, rotation as we can. Lovely stuff. I'm trying to think of those of you in your garden, what's the weirdest exercise I can make you do so the neighbours really think that you've lost it? All right, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to stand up. If you're one of those people that struggles with balance, okay, we're going to go and bring our right knee up. So if you need to go close to something to hold on to, okay, then do. Right knee is up, right toes pull up to the sky. You're then going to put your right fingertip, okay, onto your right knee, okay, and that fingertip of the knee, don't lose the connection, and you're going to send your right foot in one direction, and then your right foot in the other direction. So you're going to look at internal and external rotation of your hips. For those of you that were good enough to do the Pilates Fusion class yesterday would have noticed, okay, this degree of rotation in your hips, which is so important, and that which maybe some of you struggled with. So the idea is for your thigh not to move anywhere, okay, but your thigh to twist, okay, in one direction and then the other. So we're basically rotating in the joint. That's it. Keep it smooth. Don't feel like you're going to do it quickly. You want to try and experience. Let's change over to the other leg. Change over to the other leg. And as you're doing this, try and really think about your hips remaining level. Okay, so the same on the other leg. Left hip on here. Your hips remain level, so we don't want to shoot our bum out as we try and do that rotation. Just trying to get that feeling. Imagine there's an X drawn on your thigh, you're trying to rotate that X. That's it, Camilla, lock them out. Throw them out. Good, nice and smooth. 2, and 1. We're now going to go into what we call hip flexion extension. One rotation. We're going to now pull our left heel to our left backside muscle. We're going to place our hands onto our rib cage, and you're going to try and pull your knee up as high as you can, and then push your leg back behind you as far as you can without your chest dropping forwards or without your lower back overextended. So you can either keep your hands on your rib cage, or you can put your hands into your lower back. But you're going to lift the leg up and push the leg back. You're training your active range. Okay, so it's everything and the height that you can physically lift the leg and the range that you can physically push the leg back behind you. A lot of people forget, okay, that their hip extension, okay, isn't all the way back here, because that's my lower back doing that. Hip extension is a lot less than we realise. It can always be improved on. Try and really fight to keep your heel as close to your backside. So almost imagine you had a tennis ball in the back of your knee you're holding on to. Let's change over to the other leg. That's it. Bringing the knee up and then put it back behind you. So you've got to be really strict with yourself. You can't let your chest drop forwards, okay? You've got to keep your body really tall. Think about the relationship between your rib cage, okay, and your pubic bone, and your pelvic line. So if that expands, that's just my lower back doing it. Rib cage down, keep your abdominals braced. 3, 2, 1. Very good. So we're now going to go into our tipsy roll. So show you on the floor so you can see my feet here. You're going to push up onto your tiptoes. Push up onto your tiptoes as high as you can. You're then going to roll out to your little toes. Then roll down the outside part of your foot down onto your heel. You're going to roll inwards to the inside of your foot, and then you're going to push forwards onto your tiptoes. So you're creating a circular motion with your knees and your hips, but you're tracing the outside line of your foot. If you've got really clumpy trainers on, okay, this is going to feel quite tough. Okay, if you've got a minimal trainer on, okay, or you're training barefoot, okay, then you're going to find this a lot easier to perform. Let's change the direction on the trace. So now we roll to the heel on the inside of the foot, we roll to the outside of the foot, and we push forwards into our little toe. Good, so you're just getting that smooth movement. Optional dad dancing as well, if you want. Nice. And you're just trying to build the sensitivity around your ankles here, around the tissues around your ankles as you do this. Okie dokie. So we are now going to start to raise our heart rate. So this now is going to be about working 3 positions. Okay, it's still part of your warm-up, so don't panic. Okay, 3 positions. And we're just going to go into our breath hops. Okay, we're going to go into our stability, taking our hands off the floor, trying to find that middle position, and our hip bridge march to fire up the posterior chain. So for our first one is our breath hop. Okay, for a lot of these, I'm trying to improve your efficiency as you land into the floor. So I don't want you to feel like you're landing heavy. Okay, everything that you put into the floor should set your energy back up through your body. So you're trying to think lightly jumping, okay? Feel like you're on the world's worst trampoline, okay?
Can you ask Rob again, Rob JB, to turn that on mute?
Yeah, because we keep losing you.
Rob JB, mute. That's it. That's incredible.
Thank you.
Amazing. Brilliant. Okay, so we're into our breath hops. Okay, and all we're going to do, okay, is just that little bounce. Hands can go across your chest. Okay, I really want to see the shoulders jump up and down. So as you land, you should have to want to exhale. Remember, you just imagine that annoying neighbor from evolution is downstairs. All right. So you've got to be really light on your jumps, really light on your jumps. Or depending how you feel about it, you can jump a little bit heavier. I'll leave that up to your discretion. Just really nice and efficient. This is a way that a great drill, if you're someone who's got back into running with your hour of exercise that you're doing, okay, you want to go and run, This is a drill that I would use for everyone, for running. Skipping, things like this, just being efficient on the floor. Okay, you don't want to feel like you're heavy into the pavement at any time. So this is something I'd use if I was getting someone to go back into running again. A lot of these sort of drills. That's it. Is that a horse steps? You look like a horse just walked into your room. Oh, it's just that. Good, keep it going. We've got another 30 seconds. Now your calves may start to feel like they're slightly warmed up. I love it. India, 3 of you are synchronized, brilliant. It's like the Spice Girls reunion going on down here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take it to the floor. Hands down, knees just off the floor. Hands are pushing underneath your shoulders. Suck your belly button up. Knees come off an inch. Hold that position. All we're going to try and do is either take one hand off at a time. Nice and simple. Remember, we're warming up the body. If I take one hand off and try to push that hip towards the floor. If I want to make it harder, I tap the knee and bring that foot off the floor. So I'm tapping across. Keep the body really low. So I'm looking at flat backs. I'm looking for the knees to be really tight underneath your hips. To give yourself any chance of making this enjoyable for yourself, you want to make sure that your shoulders are pulling down away from your ears. So there's as much distance between your earlobe and the top of your shoulder as possible. Keep tucking the tailbone, keep the rib cage down, keep the belly button drawn up. Think about lengthening your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All you need to do is roll over onto your back. Okay? You're down here on your back. We're going to lift up into our bridge. Imagine someone's grabbed your belt buckle, go rolling up, putting it up to the top, squeeze into your heels, backside hips remain square, and all you're going to do is pull one knee in as tight as you can, bring the heel back down. In and down. Here he comes. Rocky. Oh, lovely breath. All the way in. All the way up. That's it. Driving that knee into your shoulder. Trying to keep those hips lifted. Working for another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Well done. Let's go back into our breath hops. 3 rounds of this. Nice and easy. Warm up. Up to the top. Some of you, that took you a very long time to get off the floor. Were you all right? Was it a heavy night with had one more beer with Nick last night? Let's get a little bit quicker off the floor after that. Jeez. Right, up and down, nice and light. Remember, efficient into the floor. Bouncing, putting the weight, storing it into your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, not your skeleton. Good. Light through your toes. Hopefully you're all breathing. You're not holding your breath. The drop into the floor should encourage your out breath. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go back to the floor. Okay, down on all fours again. Okay, and again, we're just taking that hand off, one at a time. Keep the body square. Great work. That's it. Try and really keep those shoulders pulling down away from your ears. Your shoulder blades want to feel like they're trying to tuck into the back pockets of your jeans. Minimize the movement, okay, from side to side. Minimize the movement from side to side. So widen your feet if you need to. Widen your feet, widen your knees if you need to. Give yourself a wider, stronger base. Keep packing your shoulders down. Keep reaching the crown of your head away from your hips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Spin around onto your bridge again. Same thing, onto your bridge. Remember, we're still warming up. Nice and smooth. Onto your back. Hips are up. Start to bring these knees in at a time. So as you're bringing one knee in at a time, what I'm looking for is for you to be efficient with your pelvic position. So as you're bringing one knee in at a time, you're trying not to rotate your pelvis from one side to the other. You're trying to maximize the lift of your pubic bone and the drawing down of your belly button. Come on. Sit down. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't be the last person to get into your breath ups. Let's get up. Oh, a little bit quicker there. Excellent. Oh, we come back up and down. Here you go. Good. Nice. Bouncing up and down. Remember, we don't want to see the knees buckling in. Okay? Nice and efficient. What you put into the floor gives you energy to come back up. We'll make sure we're still hitting that out breath as best we can. As best we can. Don't forget about that neighbour downstairs. Make sure you're light. You're almost silent. There isn't a heavy thud as you land up and down. Keep it going. 15 seconds. Really good, guys. Really good. And that's it. Three, 2, 1. This last time. Down on the floor. I'm going to give you added extra here if you want to do a hovered bird dog. Otherwise, just stay with what you were using before. If you're doing a hovered bird dog, the rules still apply. Do not rotate your body. Stay low. Okay, the hovered bird dog is a lot tougher. So keep the knees as low as they were to the floor when you were taking the hand off. That's it. Good. By all means, give it a go, but you can always regress. If you're unsure with that bird dog again, knees are underneath, you're keeping everything tight, slow. In and out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Spin onto your back. This last one, I'm going to change ever so slightly. You're going to do your bridge run. So you're going to go down, hips up. You're going to push up onto your tiptoes. Squeeze your bum as hard as you can. And then you're going to start to run on the spot. As quick as you can, small little steps. Let's go. This is a glute burner. Hips up onto the tiptoes. Run on the spot. Little taps, little taps. Keep that squeezing that backside. Keep squeezing that backside. Quicker with the taps. Quicker with the taps. Come on. Keep your rib cage down. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. That was the best view for me ever because I just saw everyone's knees just doing brilliant. Amazing. Okay, so what we're doing today, again, we're looking at a Tabata. Okay, for some of the movements, not for all of them. We're doing 3 Tabatas. The Tabata, so this is where we need to keep our pen and our paper. Your Tabata is obviously 8 rounds. Okay, so if you allocate 8 little columns you need to add. I am going to shout go. You're going to perform the movement I tell you to do, but you are going to count how many reps you perform in that movement. Okay, how many reps you perform in that movement. You'll then rest for 10 seconds. You'll then repeat for a further 8 rounds. Your lowest, this is the important bit to remember, your lowest rep count, okay, of all the sets, okay, is your final score. So if you did say 20, say if it was squat jumps, it's not squat jumps, say if you did 20 squat jumps for round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you only did 10 for your last round, then 10 is your final score. So it's your lowest round is your final score, not your highest rep count. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up. Not a middle finger. Perfect. Good. All right. So we're going to be doing 3 Tabatas that are going to hold you accountable to that. And again, this is the sort of session where, of course, technique, okay, is important, but this is all about output. I don't necessarily endorse all this crazy jumping around, but, you know, we'll have some fun with it today. So our first movement is going to be an up-down, okay? Nice and simple. Your heart rate's going to go up. I know it's not that inventive, okay, but it will be fun. Your second movement is going to be your kick through, which I'll show you and give you the technique. Your third movement, okay, is going to be something that you've never seen before that you're going to really enjoy. I'm not going to give the game. And then we've got a nice little finisher, okay, at the end, which is going to really challenge you. You're going to go up the ladder and then down. So sorry, I talked quite long then. You're going to create 8 columns, okay, where you can record your score, okay? 8 columns to record your score. I will do this to show you what we're looking at. So you've got your 8 columns. So it should look something like that. If you haven't done it exactly like I have, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I've got 3, okay, columns that I can record my score. All right, so the first one is an up-down. Let me just set up the timer, and then we are ready to rock and roll. So this is different to a burpee, okay? A burpee is when you go all the way to the floor, okay? I'm going to be extra nice and not make you do a burpee today. But again, I know this isn't overly inventive, but it does the job in regards to your heart rate. So when we're looking at our up-down, what am I looking for here? 2 variations. If you know that you haven't got the mobility to jump up and down, I want you to be safe. So your easier version of the up-down. Hands down to the floor, step, 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 stand up to the top. Okay? Down, step, 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 up to the top. That would count as 1. If you want to do it a little bit quicker, really important thing that I need you to do is to land flat on your feet. What we don't want to be doing here is landing here. Okay? We want to try and land flat on our feet so we can stand up. So in, stand up to the top. 20 seconds, as many as you can do, record your score. Okay? And 10 seconds recovery, and then we do it again for 8 rounds. Okay? Maybe open a window. It could get cooking. Right. So we are going to go in 20 seconds. We are going to go in 20 seconds. As you're recording this, okay, I am going to allocate your team. So you won't know who you're with, but eventually at the end, we're going to combine the score, okay, of the 2 of you. And then we will have a winning group after those 3 movements. So when you are ready, 10-second countdown. Sorry, oh, steady, steady. Bloody countdown in the interval time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So up, 1. Rest. 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 Record your score. 3, 2, 1. Second go. Let's go. Get that piece of paper nice and close to you. Rest. Second score. Record your score. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Great work. Third. Look after that lower back, stand up tall. Rest. Record your score. 3, 2, 1. Round 4. Let's go. Come on, push yourself, push yourself. Remember, it's that lowest score, okay, is what we are really interested in. Rest. Keep it going. So get that pen ready. Some of you, the panic towards getting your score down is unbelievable. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Make sure these shoulders are away from the ears. Rest. Good job, good job. Keep it going, guys. You're doing really, really well. Go. Four, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Excellent work. Keep pushing it. Almost there. 2, 1. 2 more rounds to go. 2 more rounds to go. Rest. One last round. One last round. One last round. Okay? This is it. Don't let this one be your lowest score. Let's go. Up and down. That's it. Get the kids, get the animals involved. That's it. Great work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Very good. Okay, total up your score. Total up your score after those 8 rounds. Okay, you've got 90 seconds recovery. Okay, grab some water on as well. 90 seconds recovery.
Harry, I'm getting some help from the kids here. Does that count?
Yeah, well, go on, yeah. I mean, the old refereeing can't see everything, I reckon, so.
We're doing some work here as a team.
That's good. Team counts, yes. Guys, contribute. Everything.
35, good.
35, cool. You set the barrier high now. All right. Okay. So the next movement, we're going to have another go at your next movement. So this one is a kick through. Okay, now you don't have to kick your leg out because I can't see how much space you've got around you. You might be doing this in a narrow hallway. You might be doing it in your garden. Okay, you could be doing it in a tiny little study. So I don't know how much space you've got. So we're going to do this okay, with our knees bent. If you can adopt the kick through, by all means you do. You get extra points, you get extra Harry points, and the medal that I've got in my pocket here, okay, that I give you if you can do the kick through. But, okay, just see what you can do and what your space allows. Hands are going to be down on the floor, okay? Knees aren't too far away from your hands. You are going to go and you are going to rotate. So the key to this is you're pushing through this hand, pushing really hard. My top leg, my foot is flat. I come into the center, I drop across to the other side. You'll notice that my hands and my hip aren't too far away from each other. If I start here, this happens, and that is really tough for your shoulder. Okay, so just to make you aware. Bring your knees close to your hands, and you're trying to tap your backside on the floor, each side. Okay, you're trying to rotate from side to side. If you do have the space to do the kick through, okay, then that looks same rules apply. You're just getting that leg out straight. Okay, it's a little bit tougher. The leg doesn't kick down there; it tries to point straight, so you're getting that leg nice and long. This one's going to be quite taxing for the upper body. Okay, so just see how you go, and make sure that when you're rotating, you don't over-rotate your wrist. So don't just spin and not know how to stop. That's the important thing. We need to rotate, but we need to be able to know when to stop rotating. Okay, are we happy? We're not, are we really? We're not very happy.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, who's got a question?
When you're counting, is it both sides or?
Yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, exactly that. Good question, Camilla. I don't mind questions. I like good questions. That's a good one. Excellent. Anyone else with any questions?
Yeah, can you do it again, Harry? I lost you somewhere.
Oh, that's a bad question. That's a terrible question. Right. So I'm going to show you from this perspective. So knees close to my wrists. I twist. Okay, my chest is up. So across to the other side. If I show you from this direction, I'm rotating. So this leg, the high knee, the foot is flat. Sorry, you probably can't see me. The foot is flat. This bottom leg, I'm on the outside part of my foot. So I'm just shooting the bottom knee straight out to the side. Okay, one more time. Remembering your knees not to be too far away from your wrists. Okay, if it doesn't look perfect, just make sure that you're controlled when you're doing it. How do you think breakdancing was originated? It wasn't someone following a rule book. Someone just jumped on a piece of cardboard on a street corner and then started losing themselves. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Right. Okay. When you are ready, the clock is about to start. Everyone's going to enjoy this. If you're doing it as a 3 or a 2, try not to kick each other in the ribs, unless it's deliberate. I saw a cheeky laugh there from India's camera. Right, 10 seconds. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Try and get that backside to hit. Just tap the floor, take that outside arm off the floor every time. So you're taking the outside arm off the floor. That's it, good. Nice, that's it. Really try and open that chest up. Rest, rest. Good, record your scores. I'm just gonna give you another little tip. So some of you are doing this. Chest open, chest, chest. Notice how my bum taps the floor. Chest, chest. Okay? Just remember that. 5 seconds. I'll give you a bit of recovery. Sorry, say again, Mary.
I'm leaving. Sorry, I've got ballet.
No worries, no worries. Thanks, Maria. Okay. Keep going. Sorry, keep going, keep going. Really bring that chest up. 3, 2, and rest. Very good. There may have been a bit of interference on that. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There isn't that much time to write the scores down. Some of you are writing an essay. Just put a score down. Write into your pen pal. Keep it going. That's it. Peanut sabotaging. Sabotaging the session. Rest. Who sent Peanut out of its cage so it would sabotage and stop Dorota winning? Let's go. Keep it going. That's it. Rotate from one side to the next. Big push of that hand into the floor. Make it nice and smooth. Separate your feet a little bit more if you feel like you're not moving smoothly from one side to the other. And rest. Good job. Well done. Record that score. Go. Knees nice and close to your hands. Enrica, your family are cheering you on. I can see that. That's brilliant. Singing you a song as you do it. Brilliant. Home advantage, as they call it. Rest. Rest. There you go. Good job. Good job. Keep that rib cage down. Keep that belly button drawn in. 2, 1. Let's go. Let's work again. Let's really push into that twist. Smooth through the middle. So you always know when you're putting the brakes on. You always know when you're putting the brakes on. You're shooting that leg through. You're pushing through the floor with the hands. Keep it going. Rest. Go. Come on, make sure that the lowest score doesn't loom. You set the standards in your first round and you keep pushing on them. 2 and 1. Very good. Well done. You're working for yourself. 2, 1. Let's go. Last round. Last round. Keep pushing through. Don't let these shoulders become earrings now. Keep pushing them down away from your ears. Shoot through. Each side. Good job. And rest. Lovely job. Lovely job. Okay, so next one. This one's a little bit fun. Okay. Again, there's a little bit of teaching involved in it, but I refuse to just do all the boring bits. Okay, we're going to try and have a little bit of fun with this. Okay, so again, you're going to lay down on your mat, on the grass, wherever you may be. You are going to be face down. You're going to be face down on the floor. Your arms are going to be out to the side. You are going to go push your right heel off the floor. You're going to roll over, knees bend, reach, down, straighten, roll over. So you roll over, legs bend, hip extend, down, shoot the leg through, back over. Take your time with this one. This one isn't to rush. All the way up and down. Okay, I'm going to show you from a different perspective. So, hands are out, knee bent, reach over, push into your hands, bend this knee, push the hips up. Okay, you can do it with both hands. We'll do it with both hands just to take away the complexity of it. All the way over, bring that knee round, hand back behind you, extend your hips. Lift your hips up, across, up and down. So we are counting side to side, side to side. Would anyone else like an extra demonstration? All right, we're going to start face down. We're going to start face down. So don't worry about the hand going over the head. If you don't want to, you can just go with both hands. Okay. When we are ready. Everyone happy? Again, if you're not, just play around with it. You can do a little bridge without your hands if you want to. 10 seconds until we start. So arms out nice and wide. You're rolling over. 3, 2, 1. Lift your outside leg, reach it over. Lift it all the way up to the top. Lift into your bridge, straighten the leg, roll yourself across. Good. That's it. Nice work. So up. Long legs. Rest. 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 I'm not going to say that looked like it was a disaster. Let's stop there. Let's stop. Is that one a little bit too complex? Just give me a thumbs up. Too complex? It's fine if it is. So change it. Okay. All right. You're going to regret this. Okay. So last one. All we're looking for, okay, is our reverse lunge. Okay. So all we're going to look at, back, stand forwards. Back, stand forwards. Tapping that knee. Okay, so tapping that knee. So we'll start again. If you feel you have the ability to do so and you've got good control, keep that chest tall, up and down. What I don't want to see if you're doing it, okay, legs going everywhere, no good. Do the standing one and just step back in the reverse lunge. Okay, take it easy. We might have injuries. Take it slowly if you need to. So, scrap that last round that you just did. Okay, and we're starting again with the reverse lunge. When you are ready, 3, 2, 10. Got overexcited again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So if you're doing the jumping lunges here, your legs are going to burn. Your legs are going to burn. Keep pushing those front knees out. Don't let the front knee buckle in, regardless of which one you're doing. Rest. Rest there. Okay, so record your score. The whole time that knee is pushing out. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Great stuff. Keep pushing those front knees out. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Well done. There's only one person left on India's screen. Everyone's gone. Oh, there they are. Okay. All right. We're good. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. No need for celebrating. That's it. Keep it going. Keep pushing. So remember, if you're working on the jumping lunges, rest. If you're working on the jumping lunges, they're always going to be quicker. So if you need to regress, obviously that's going to slightly slow you down. Go. That's it. Just a quick jot down of your number. Don't waste too much time. You want to be ready to go for that second round. Keep that chest up, nice and proud. Keep pushing those knees out. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good, very good. Nice job, nice job. Round number 5 coming up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Great stuff, great stuff. Rest. Good job, guys. Good job. Keep it going. Right. 3 rounds to go. What have the legs got left in them? Come on. Big push. Let's go. Push those knees out. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Rest. Very good work. Very good work. 2 more rounds remaining. Don't let your scores drop off now. Keep that pace. Keep pushing those knees out. Let's go. 2 more rounds remaining. 2 more rounds. And rest. Last round coming up. Last round coming up. 2, 1. Let's go. Big push, big push. Come on, find a little drive. Keep that chest up, Neil. That's it. Keep that chest up. Great stuff. Keep soft on the landing. Remember, we worked on our landing mechanics earlier. Keep soft with it. And rest. Very good work. Keep those legs a bit of a shake out. Nice job. Nice job indeed. Excellent. Right, we are going to finish with a little bit of a flow. Now, just before we do that, we're going to do a little bit of a nice stretch, a little bit of a yoga flow, just to try and really allow ourselves to open up some space in our hips. We just did quite a lot, okay, of repetitive movement. I just need you to tally up your score. Now, because we lost a couple of people halfway through. India, is there 2 of you there or 3? 2. Perfect. All right. So you guys are going to add your scores up. Henrika, you're going to add your scores up with your children. Is that good? Okay. And once you've added your scores up, I just need you to put them on the screen. You're not even going to know who you were pairs with if I haven't spoken to you already. So Jessica and Rob, because I can't see you, I'm not going to be able to see your score. So you may need to just shout at me. So total score overall. I haven't got a GCSE maths, Neil. Give me a chance, buddy. Total score. I'm about to do arithmetic for about 20 people.
Do you want the score for each of the 3 and then the sum of those 3?
I want the sum of the whole 3.
So the lowest of each exercise, and then add the 3 columns.
Exercise is your score for each round, and then you add those 3 together. Okay, hang on, just keep the score on the.
Sorry, I'm not clear. Are we just adding up the lowest score from each round?
Just the lowest score of each round, and then you add those together. I thought we had a 2-3-2 on our hands then. It's like, geez. That's it, and just put it up to the screen. You will look very confused at what I've asked of you. I'm sorry if this is complicated. All right. Okay, so. Good, thanks, Tom. Just keep them up. Okay. Jessica, just bring it a little bit closer to the screen. Aha. Okay, sorry. Who's that? Debs, just one score I need at the end. Dorota, a little bit closer to the screen. Can't see it. Just shout the number. India, what was your scores?
Did you get that, Harry? 30.
35, Harry.
34.
Who's that for?
35.
This is a Right,
Harry, 32 for me, mate.
Oh, yes, yeah, 35.
Tap it into the thingy, and I'll add it up on the side. Got it.
30 for me, Harry.
Brilliant.
Harry, it's the lowest score you want, yeah?
Lowest score of each round and then total together.
Oh, the lowest for each round.
I don't believe that equals.
That's 35.
Wait, I'm gonna do it again.
Cool. I think we've got everyone. Almost there. Sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Bronwyn, what's your choice?
30.
30.
Yeah.
Laura, what was yours? Sorry.
24.
Everyone's worried about putting it up now, aren't they? Jane and Neil?
Jane, 28.
Is that to shout?
Neil, 32.
Don't shout, Neil. Don't shout. Okay. Brilliant. All right, let's do some stretches. Now I'm just going to do some maths whilst we do our stretches. I may not add up the maths very correctly, so I might just pick out the score and give it all to you and just, you know, if you win, you win. Remember, it's a virtual prize anyway. So, all we're going to do, we're going to stand up nice and tall. Stand up nice and tall. I want you to find somewhere that you can lean onto. Okay, you're going to grab your ankle. We're going to squeeze your backside. Okay, try and just drive the front of your hip forwards. Drive the front of your hip forwards. Just stay in that stretch. Stay in that stretch for me. Let's change over to the other leg. Change over to the other leg. Change over to the other leg. Really try and squeeze your backside. That's it. Use a partner. Social distancing rules don't apply if it's your family. You're all right. Help each other out, India. Shoulder to shoulder. Good. Excellent. We're then going to go into our hamstring stretch. So pull your toes up, push your bum back behind you. Hips reaching back. Just trying to pull your toes up. So I'll show you from this leg. Pull your toes up, keep your chest lifted, and try and drive your hip back. Don't do this. Chest up, hip reaching back. Okay, really pull your toes up and keep your knees slightly bent. You shouldn't feel the stretch in the back of your knee. You should feel it in your hamstring, not in the back of your knee. And change over to the other leg. If you haven't done so, did I say change? Ready?
What's the letter that you eat at?
Excellent work. Bring yourself just down to the floor. Bend your elbows. Have your fingertips pointed towards your heels. Bend your elbows. Soften your elbows together. That's it. Try and pull them in. Notice how your body slumps. And then from that position, I want you to try and push your chest up to the sky. So elbows are bent. Elbows are pulling towards each other. And then push your chest up to the sky. but try not to let your arms straighten again, because that's going to restrict the stretch. Keep your elbows bent. Good. Let's drop into a downward dog. Downward dog. So just reaching those hips up. I want you to soften your knees. Soften your knees, reach your tailbone up. Try and press away from the floor. Gently push your right heel towards the floor. Let's create a little bit of length in the back of our leg. And then slowly push down through the left heel. And wiggle across from side to side. Lastly, let's just stand ourselves up. So let's roll with our body down all the way to the floor. Wrap your hands around the back of your legs and slowly pull your chest towards your thighs. Now soften your knees as much as you need to. Let your knees bend. And then whilst pulling your chest towards your thighs, I now want you to try and straighten your knees by squeezing your thighs. So you're going to think about being down here, pulling it, and then you're going to try and straighten your legs to give you a really good stretch through that posterior chain, through the back of your legs. Slowly roll your body all the way back up. And I'll be honest, I haven't added anything up because I've just got about 28 numbers. But I will work harder at getting a smoother system next week. The idea was that you all worked harder because you didn't want your lowest score to be the score that let you down. So ultimately, the goal was there all along. We're going to say that Henrika's team won because she had her kids doing it anyway. So well done, Henrika. Get those kids, that's it, involved every time. But otherwise, so the Warrior, we're going to try and still craft what we're doing with this, okay? And we're going to try and make a better improvement, and it's trying to be creative with this session. I don't want it to look the same as the strength. I don't want it to look the same as the sweat. So we're always trying to find different ways of making it a bit more creative. Make sure if you've got a bike at home, okay, you've got the Turbo or the Kaiser, jump on the spin sessions with Nick, okay, or Rob's sharing everything with us now. And then, or join in with me on my sessions. I'm doing Pilates Fusion next week. Okay, so you can jump in on those sessions next week with me. Let me just, there we go. So you can try and jump in on those sessions with me next week. The Pilates ones, the mobility session is really good if you're doing a lot of these sort of sessions because it's going to make a lot of sense. You're really going to get into your hips. And it makes this stuff a little bit more protective in regards to just thrashing your body without any much stability or strength in certain ranges. But I won't keep you any longer. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you for stopping by, guys. I hope you enjoyed it in some capacity.
Thanks, Harry.
Thanks, Harry.
See you soon, guys.
Harry.
Thanks, that was great.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Cheers, guys.